In the biting chill of a winter evening where snowflakes danced like forgotten dreams, a young woman named Sarah huddled at a lonely bus stop on the outskirts of town. Her faded blue scarf was her only shield against the wind, and her gloved hands clutched a worn backpack holding nothing but a notebook, a few pencils, and the remnants of a stale muffin. Hunger gnawed at her insides. She hadn't had a proper meal in days. The bus had long since passed, but she stayed, unsure of where to turn next. Across the street, a little girl named Emily, just 4 years old, played in the snow, her red coat puffed out like a balloon, tiny boots kicking up flurries. Her father, Michael, stood nearby, scrolling through his phone, lost in his own world. But Emily's curious eyes locked onto Sarah, standing there all alone. With a determined waddle, she crossed the road, holding out a crumpled cookie in her small, mittened fist. "Are you okay?" Emily asked, her voice soft but brave. Sarah looked down, surprised by the tiny figure before her. "It's cold out here. You can have my cookie." "It's chocolate chip, my favorite, but Daddy says sharing makes hearts warmer." Sarah knelt down, her eyes misting over at the simple kindness. "That's the sweetest thing anyone's done for me in a long time. Thank you." As their hands touched, a spark of warmth cut through the frost, melting something deep inside Sarah. "I'm Emily," the girl said proudly, "and I'm 4, almost 5. "I'm Sarah," she replied with a gentle smile. Emily tilted her head, studying her. "You look just like the mommy in my stories, with pretty hair and kind eyes." Sarah's heart skipped. Before she could respond, Emily whispered, "Will you be my mommy?" "Just for a little while?" A firm voice cut through the moment. "Emily!" Michael strode over, scooping her up protectively, his eyes narrowing at Sarah. "I'm sorry if she bothered you." "She didn't," Sarah said softly. "She brightened my day." Michael nodded curtly and turned away. But moments later, a gasp echoed. Sarah had collapsed onto the snowy bench, her body limp from exhaustion and cold. "Daddy, help her!" Emily cried. Michael hesitated, but seeing her frail form, something stirred in him. He lifted her carefully. She was lighter than she should have been, and carried her to his car. "We're getting her warm, that's all," he told Emily, but deep down, he sensed this was the start of something more. Sarah awoke to the glow of a cozy living room, wrapped in a soft blanket on the couch. The air smelled of fresh coffee and something floral. A small weight pressed against her. Emily curled up asleep beside her, murmuring in her dreams, "Mommy ... stay." Sarah's throat tightened. She didn't dare move. "You're awake," Michael said from the doorway, holding a steaming mug. "You fainted from the cold and hunger. A neighbor who's a nurse checked you over, said rest and food would do the trick. You can stay until you're steady." "I don't want to impose," Sarah whispered, her voice hoarse. "It's no trouble." Emily insisted on chicken noodle soup for dinner. That night, as Emily chattered about her drawings and snow angels, Sarah felt a flicker of belonging she'd long forgotten. In her backpack, she pulled out her notebook and scribbled, "For the first time, someone saw me not as broken, but as whole. A child offered me her last cookie like it was a treasure. How could I not feel alive again?" The days blurred into warmth. Emily drew pictures of a family, a little girl, a dad, and a woman with a blue scarf. "That's you," she beamed. "My mommy." "With the magic scarf?" Sarah's eyes welled up. "It's beautiful, sweetie." Michael watched from afar, his guarded heart softening. One evening, over hot cocoa, he opened up. "Emily's mom passed when she was a baby. I try to be everything, but it's hard," Sarah nodded. "I've lost things too. But being here, even for a bit, feels like a gift." Their eyes met, a quiet understanding blooming in the silence, but shadows from the past crept in. Late one night, Michael searched Sarah's name online. Articles popped up. A young designer accused of plagiarizing a friend's work 2 years ago. Harsh words painted her as deceitful, a photo showing her with that same blue scarf looking defeated. The next morning, the air turned cold. Michael's words were sharp. I read about you, the theft, the lies. I have a daughter to protect. Sarah didn't fight. I get it. Believe what you must. She packed quietly, leaving her scarf folded on the couch with a note. Thank you for showing me kindness. I'll cherish it always. As dawn broke, Emily woke to an empty house. Where's Mommy Sarah? She wailed, clutching the scarf. Michael's regret hit like a storm. Had he judged too harshly? His phone rang, a work call he couldn't ignore. Stay put, okay? He told Emily, but the little girl, heart heavy, slipped out the door, scarf in hand, heading back to the bus stop. I'll find her, she whispered. A slip on ice sent her tumbling. Her cry piercing the air. Mommy! Sarah, wandering nearby, heard it. She ran, scooping Emily up, wrapping her own coat around the sobbing child. I'm here, baby. I've got you. Michael arrived breathless, seeing Sarah's tender care. I was wrong, he admitted. Please come back, Sarah returned, but a wall remained. She helped with meals, bandaged Emily's knee, but kept her distance emotionally. Weeks passed in quiet routine. Sarah sketched in her notebook, her art flowing with renewed life. Michael noticed her quiet strength, how she made Emily laugh, how she filled the home without demanding space. One night he set a candlelit table. Join me? Over dinner he shared more about his late wife, his fears. Sarah opened up too. I didn't steal that design. A friend betrayed me and I walked away rather than fight. But it broke me. You're not broken, Michael said. You're the light we needed. He leaned in for a kiss, but Sarah pulled back gently. I need to find my own strength first. To believe I deserve this. I'll wait. He promised. Opportunity knocked when Michael's friend, a publisher, saw Sarah's sketches scattered on the floor. These are incredible. Ever thought of illustrating kids' books? Under a pseudonym, Sarah took on projects for children's mental health causes. Her drawings tender scenes of hope and healing captured hearts. Word spread, and soon a journalist uncovered the truth. Sarah had been innocent all along. Framed by jealousy, a viral article cleared her name. The artist who rose from the ashes. Offers poured in, including a role leading a national art program. For traumatized kids. Sarah stared at the invitation, torn. This could help so many, she told Michael, but leaving meant goodbye. She slipped away at dawn, leaving Emily a letter. My sweet girl, you gave me back my spark. I'll carry your love. Wherever I go. Draw your dreams, I'll be in everyone. Emily's tears broke Michael's heart. Then, on TV, they saw Sarah at a gallery event, her art shining, but her eyes holding a quiet longing. Let's go, Michael said. At the gallery, Emily's cry, Mommy! Cut through the crowd. Sarah enveloped her in a hug, tears flowing. Emily climbed the stage reading her poem. Home isn't a place with walls so tall. It's hugs and laughs and love through it all. Home is where hearts feel safe and free. Mommy, that's you come home with me. Michael approached with a small box, a simple ring inside. This is a promise. Your family always. Sarah nodded. Through tears, I found my home in you both. Years later, in their cozy home, mornings filled with pancake flips and laughter. Michael built Sarah a backyard studio where her art thrived, half the proceeds aiding kids in need. By the fire. One snowy night, Emily yawned. Can we always be like this? Sarah smiled, holding them close. We already are. In the quiet moments of life, when the world feels cold and unforgiving, remember, Kindness from a stranger or a child can spark a fire that warms forever. Second chances aren't given. They're chosen. Choose to see the good, to heal, to love. Your story of hope starts now. Embrace it and watch it bloom.